else, like a heart or something. But the bottom line was he literally died because it got infected. Like something got down to where whatever, and that's why it was hurting. And then it stopped whatever to his heart, and he literally died that same day and didn't get to go to the dentist the next day.
From a tooth infection?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's what happened with my uncle, although not exactly the same. But my uncle, he hadn't been feeling well, and then he had gone to the doctors. But and after the doctor's appointment, he wasn't feeling well. He was having a toothache, so he went to the doctor. He went to the dentist over the weekend, and they pulled his tooth, and the tooth ended up getting infected. On Monday, he goes to the doctor's office to find out, because they told him they wanted him in for, he went to the doctor. They told him they wanted to come back. They wanted him to come back in on Monday to go over results. Okay, over the weekend, he gets a toothache. He goes, they pull the tooth. Tooth gets infected. Monday, he goes to the doctor. They tell him he's got leukemia.
Oh, jeez.
And now his body couldn't fight the infection, and he died a week later. It's crazy.
I mean, we're saying all this not to scare John Senning. I'm saying it because I'm happy it ended up that he's not in the hospital still, and it's nothing like super serious like what you're saying, JP, or like this other guy who died that same night. Like, I'm glad you're going to be okay. Just take it easy. And it scares me that he has a hole, like basically a hole.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
I'm not understanding that one.
Me either.
Because how do you? I mean, where's it? Did they take his eardrum out?
I can't remember the details, but yeah, it's basically they removed a lot of. From what I remember, he said that they reconstructed his ear in a sense. Like there's fake parts in his ear and stuff like that. So
fake parts.
Yeah, like they had to I guess put like a mold in almost inside his ear.
Oh my God! So does he get? Yeah. I mean, this is weird. I got questions. Like, does he get earwax? Does he have to? Does he just not clean that ear?
That's where you went. You went to earwax.
I gotta know. I got questions. And if his hearing is slightly off there, or like you said, does he even hear anything in that ear at all?
He said this all on air, but he's every year he has to go in like twice at least, I think, to get checked and updates. And like he said, his hearing's been like. He'll probably need a hearing aid in the next 5 years or something.
The last thing someone like that needs to do is put on headphones every day and crank up the volume.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Probably.
My God.
Or at least just put it on the other ear that works.
But then that one blasts out, and then now, oh my God,
Yeah. So
get well soon. Feel better, Mr. Senning.
Yeah, after texting back and forth with him for most of the day yesterday, he's got a little bit of a story to tell. So we'll let him tell it, man. It's he had his hands full, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And I asked him, I said, you want me to stay? I'm like, I don't know why you're going to power through, but okay. I get it. I get it. He's still, 6 months into getting the show off the ground, so I understand why you want the tenacity and all.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to take care of yourself.
I feel like he's just worried that he's taking days because he was not feeling well when we all had that flu going around.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the stuff with Brody, his dog. So I think he's just like, if he doesn't have to take a day, he's going to push through it, which I get.
Right. Well, he'll be in at 2 o'clock, and I'm sure he'll tell you all the sorted details. In the meantime, it's game week. We'll be in on Friday with big liquid lunch at the OG Hooters in Clearwater from 11 to 1, thanks to Surfside Seltzers, and we'll have some last-minute Metallica tickets. I am getting a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but more than a handful of listeners offering to have their wives or girlfriends flash me for tickets, which is cool.
Wow.
I think we're off to a good start there.
Yeah. What if you're the wife or the girlfriend? You don't feel like you're pimped out?
They
don't care.
Go.
Maybe they want to go see Metallica. You don't know.
I don't know.
You wouldn't flash your stuff for great tickets?
Nobody wants to see these things. But
you would do it, though.
I think I would offer. I don't need my significant other saying she'll do it. Like, that's a pimp situation. I have my own voice.
I'm sure
maybe they offered, and the guys are just the ones reaching out to me.
They're the middleman.
I don't like that. I want to speak for my damn self. I want to speak for my own tatas.
I gotcha.
So will you take them up on that?
Listen, I mean, I didn't tell them no. I basically told them it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
It's not a guarantee.
Are we doing what Garrett suggested last week with each, since we have 3 pairs, that each of us figure out a way to give them away? Or do we have, and nobody told me, a way to give them away for sure?
No, I'm supposed to talk to Olivero today after the show and kind of game plan a few things. But Yeah, that's definitely on the table. Everybody gets a pair kind of thing, and we'll see what we're going to do. But you have to promise not to, like, some guy fed a homeless guy in the parking lot, and that's who's getting your Metallica tickes. You know what I'm saying?
Why is whoa? Why would that be like he did a good thing? He deserves karma. Why is it like? Why is that a horrible thing? Does it have to be some guy outside banged hot chicks and killed the dog? Like what?
Well, hold on. We don't kill dogs around.
Okay,
here.
so that's line.
That's not what we do. Line.
All I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be something angry and he
it doesn't.
smoked
No,
5
just
cigarettes
fun.
and he got high as hell and took his pants off and I don't know.
Well, let's just go with if we do it where everybody gets a pair of tickets, it's got to be for something fun. Feeding the homeless in the parking lot, not really fun.
No.
You know?
I wasn't even thinking that, but if someone did
I know,
something
I'm just-
kind, I would happily. They deserve kindness back.
If kindness was fun and or funny,
It
okay.
is.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be the nice person.
Right. Right. We have no time for nice.
Okay.
Anyway, this is all going down. And what do you have to have? That applesauce hamburger? Is that
Oh,
the
I
thing?
forgot.
I'm glad
Applesauce
you brought it
cheeseburger.
up.
I know. I forgot all about it.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. But
Ew.
I think you're gonna like it and be pissed that you like it.
If you don't do it, then I get to give a pair of tickets to a guy who fed the homeless.
my guess is you're going to look few and far between for a guy that's feeding the homeless people in the parking lot. But hey, what do I know?
People are nice.
I know they are. What is the? I saw your email. What's the story with weather? Is it supposed to rain on day of? Because I will lose my mind if I'm standing at that Metallica show in the rain. Is it supposed to?
No,
I was
listen.
more concerned about the Saharan dust farm thing.
Nah, that'll be on the beach. You're fine. No, here's the thing. So today, all the rain, which we're actually getting it now, because we are south of Tampa, obviously, all the rain is going to be south of the Bay Area. It's going to be raining all day, but most of it's even like Sarasota, Fort Myers, and that sort of thing. But clearly in St. Pete, it's happening now. Then tomorrow, the Bay Area, like Tampa and everybody's supposed to get deluged, but then it's supposed to taper off on Wednesday and Thursday. And the Dave Osterberg, as a matter of fact, said that it's supposed to clear up for the weekend.
Okay, good.
But my wish,
Why would you wish anything? Why?
because
What have I done to you
well, I think
that
because
would make you want to wish that it rained on my parade?
we just found out mean is funny, and it's good. It's good stuff when it's mean. So let's be mean.
You're not getting it.
I am getting it.
You know what? You're not getting a pair of tickets to give away. That's it.
I felt like that wasn't ever happening anyway, so I don't feel like
No,
that was
actually,
happening.
that's actually where I was leaning, was each giving us a pair, and your choice to do with what you will. But
Can I clear up something right quick? A minute ago, the bar game guy. Anyway. On Twitter said, it feels like Monica doesn't want to see any random boobs. Not cool, Monica. Not cool.
she loves random boobs.
Thank
She'll
you.
be the first to motorboat. them.
Yes, I love hot boobities. Bring them
Right.
on. I'm not anti-boobs at all.
She does. I don't think you give. By the way, you kind of said something in passing before. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. You have your shocker knockers.
I do.
I don't know why you think saying nobody wants to see these things. You're absolutely incorrect. Number one, you're Monica, and number two, don't beat yourself up. You got the shocker knockers. You're good.
They're bigger than people think, so I'll give them that. I don't know. I'm not so sure. We'll see.
I feel like they've gotten. I know I'm not supposed to look at you that way because it could be like an HR issue and stuff. However, I do think over the almost 10 years we know each other at this point, I do believe you had like a growth spurt. Is that
my
possible?
boobities?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I get a height growth spurt? I don't know. Maybe. No, I've always had, for like my bathing suit, I've always had extra small bottoms and medium top. That's just how I've always ordered it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't have a large top.
Good for you
No, I'm
with
just
your
saying.
extra small bottoms.
Well,
Look
I mean-
at you showing off your skinny little ass.
I'm 4'8.5". I don't need a large. Like, what do you think I need?
Yeah, but the size, wouldn't it be based on weight? Not like size, not height? What would your height have to do with the size of your bikini
I
bottoms?
don't know. I just feel like I'm small. I'm not going to need a large.
Well, it would be based on, I would say, your waist size and your
I
hips
guess.
and stuff,
You
right?
can tie 'em. I don't know. All I know is my boobs have always been bigger than expected. But they're not huge by any means. We're setting this up weird. Also, Bone Bash.
We're setting this up.
Yeah, right.
No, don't come
We're
looking for
setting this
boobs.
up weird. Right.
Carmen's got nice, fresh, young, hot, blonde ones over there. So go check those out. Not that
Yeah.
I'm pimping her out or anything.
That sounds like
That's
you are.
That's funny. It does sound like you're pimping around.
No, I
That's
love her.
okay.
I love her. She's the best.
That's okay. What age do they start to? Do you see the change in them? Like how old do you think you were?
This is going to be another "oh, good for you" moment, but I have a reason because I remember thinking, "Aren't these supposed to start sagging?" And I was like in my late 30s, early 40s. I'm like, "What's going on with my boobs? They're supposed to be sagging, or whatever." Then I remembered I didn't have kids, so they were
Oh,
a
so
little,
yeah, no breastfeeding, no none of that
yeah.
stuff.
So I think
you
that
got,
helps.
So you think you got an extra 10 years? You haven't started to droop yet?
I don't know. I don't feel droopy, but I also don't
Right.
have anyone looking at them saying, "Girl, prop those up."
Yeah. I've definitely the balls issue is definitely
Which, by the way, I didn't
taken
know.
on a little bit of a life. Now there are moments when they're all high and tight and everything still looks good. I still look like a youthful man. And then there's other times where everything's a little bit loosey-goosey and you're like, it's not really
What if you always just kept them cold? Because then they're high and tight, right?
well, yeah, but that's impossible.
Just always be.
Unless every 20 minutes I'm taking a pair of underwear out of the freezer, which, not really all that possible.
I just feel
But, yeah.
like if I'm a guy but then that would also, you would be high and tight balls wise, but then other stuff would shrink. So
Yeah.
that's not good.
And today's the hopefully the first day back at the gym. I have to go because I've lost like every ounce of muscle that I had. 'Cause I
Are
haven't
you
been
okay?
going.
I'm glad you said that, and I didn't want to bring it up, and no HR place. But are you, and you too, Gareth, in any way, shape, or form for this Bone Beach Bash, like going to the gym so you're in shape for the Bone Beach Bash, or are you paranoid? You're going to leave your shirt on, or you don't care, take your shirt off, or like how do
No.
you feel comfort wise?
I know I'm not in anywhere near the same shape I was a year ago. That I know. Am I happy about it? Not even close. But there have been extenuating circumstances, and then
But you're comfortable
know.
in your body, like you're like this is,
yeah,
it is
but
what it is.
I know I have to go back with a trainer in order to have any sort of schedule to go to the gym and make sure I continue to do it. I do have a couple of injuries that I need to work around, so I got to get myself signed up there with someone. But I have to get back. I don't have boobs, but I don't have the chest that I had a year ago. Or the arms
so-
I had a year ago. Not even close.
So you're about
Not
the
even close.
chest
But my
and the
weight's
arms.
good. Huh?
So you're about the chest and the arms then. You don't have any, you're not in any way, shape, or form like, oh God, I'm dreading this because now everybody's going to see that,
No, my weight is my weight is my weight. I mean, I was like 185, 186. So it's not like I'm, but I don't look as good as I did a year ago. But I also, it's not that I don't care, but it's not going to stop me from taking my shirt off at the beach.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at.
No.
Like you're not like that.
No.
Okay, good
but
for you.
I'm not lighting, when I do take my shirt off at the beach, I won't be lighting the world on fire. That's for sure.
Nobody's gonna, the DJ's record isn't going to scratch and everybody's going to look at you like, oh,
I mean,
okay,
maybe
huh?
they will. I don't know.
Are you
But if-
pale? Not to be. I mean,
I
I can
am
feel
pale.
this one. Yeah.
I am pale, but not for long. I will be going tanning this week.
oh, really? You're going
You're
tanning?
gonna be in a little tanning bed, you little
have
sweet,
no
pretty
choice.
girl.
No, they got the stand-up one. You go in, it's 6 minutes, you get out. It's good.
Okay.
I have no choice because we're not getting the weather.
No, you're not.
Sounds.
We're not
that
getting the weather
sucks.
anytime soon. We're not getting the layout in the backyard kind of weather. That's for sure. Not in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, you
Or else I
basically
would
live in
just go through
Alaska.
that.
It's
What'd
just
you say?
like, it's basically
I
Alaska
know.
over there in New York. It's still cold.
No, I mean,
it's night all the time.
It's June, right?
Today is, today it's at least it's sunny, but it's 67 degrees.
Oh my God, that doesn't.
What is
Yeah, man.
even
It's not
that?
sunny. The sun's out. It's not sunny.
Wow.
Well, right. The sun is out. The sun is shining.
Yeah.
However, it's not giving off any heat.
When will it get like 85, 90? Like in August?
It doesn't. Maybe if we might have a day or two here, but sustained 80s July.
Wow.
And that will end. Sustained 80s will end midway through September. That's when that ends. So we get literally 2.5 months.
Yeah, that's not
of
enough
80s.
time. You got to. That's why you guys go nuts. You squeeze it all in. It's gonna be. And me, I'm
I
like
know.
looking out the sun. I'm like, we got until October. I'll be fine
Yeah.
with staying inside today.
And that's why there's so many people who live here that won't travel during the summer because it's the best time to live on
Yeah,
the
why
island. It's the
would
only
you?
reason to leave here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why. Because even if it's warm out, that doesn't mean it's not going to rain for 4 days straight. And if I have my vacation time and I'm sitting home and it rains, I'll be miserable. Miserable because, we have our, X amount of vacation time a year or that kind of downtime. And to sit home in the rain, that's why I have no problem going. I have no problem.
I know Buffalo in the summertime, clearly on the other side of the state, but I know that it's always been exactly, not freezing cold anymore, but also not crazy, crazy hot. Like go outside. Everybody would go outside
Right.
and do things.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is now for the most part. But it rained Thursday. It rained Tuesday through half of Saturday last week. Tuesday through half of Saturday. Rain.
Then you just get depressed. Like that's depressing.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm well aware. Because I get home and now I don't want to do anything. Therein lies the problem of me getting to the gym. I just get home.
But see, that's where we differ.
And then I put on sweatpants and then I take my nap and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere.
I'd
I'm
be
going
like,
today with my
okay,
son.
nothing going on outside. Let me just get in like an extra long workout because who cares? I'm going to be inside anyway. And then you're going to love, and then a book, a nice book, curl up with a book and
Okay.
read.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I'm a nerd.
That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. But today, I'm going to go to the gym with my son today, and hopefully now that he's done with lacrosse season, we can actually do that a little bit more often. But he finally got a job. He's got his first job. We set up a bank account for him on
Nice.
On Saturday, so he's off and running. He's like working at a marina, painting boats and stuff like that. So
This kid of yours.
yeah, he's a beast.
I
man.
love him. Yes.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's an adult. He's more adult than I am. Like he's
It's funny. I was messaging back and forth with Dee Dee. Listen to Dee Dee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dee Dee.
And she was talking
Forgot about
about
her.
she had posted something about how same thing you were talking about in your email, Monica, about people leaving Tampa
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. And she was complaining about how bad everything is. I'm like, so get out. And she's like, no. She's like, and she's got the education program and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, I said, listen, the facts are changing in schools depending on where you are. They lean one way, right? They lean different. They lean to the left up here because teachers are putting their spin on it. To the right, it's leaning down there because teachers are putting their spin on it. I said, but the truth of the matter is, I'm so glad my son is in a trades program. So glad. And my daughter's graduating. I'm so glad he's doing this electrical program because he's loving life.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he's getting his life started nice and early and not
Yeah,
slacking
he is.
around and then realizing, oh, I'm 23 and I haven't really started anything yet. When am I going to, start? Which there's nothing wrong with that. Some people just work at different paces, but it's pretty impressive to see him. Kind of like you were saying the other day when I moved out when I was 17. What I think of, like Gen Z and whatever, I just like they're just slacking and want to stay home for free and all of that. So the
Right.
fact that he's getting up and out, good for him.
Yeah. Get a job, move out, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, now does he have like not right away, obviously, but does he have plans? Is that his goal?
Oh, he goes right in. He goes right in. He finishes school and then he's off to get his license.
I mean,
His
but he goes
electrical-
right in and moves out, or he
His electrical license. No, if he's smart, he'll stay home for a couple of years and
couple of
Stack that
years.
money.
yeah, until he'll come out at 18. If he's home and he moves out when he's 20, he'll have 2 years worth of money in his pocket before he goes out and does it.
You charge him no rent?
My wife will never charge her baby boy rent. That'll never happen.
That'll
never happen. But he does things without asking. He does stuff around the house all the time.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not the freeloader. The other one.
Would your wife charge her baby girl rent? Ew, that should be no, just as emphatically as it was. She was never going to charge her baby boy rent.
Listen, if you're asking me, I would charge her rent.
What about
because she
him?
He like I said, he does a lot of stuff around the house.
Did you
And he fixes things and he's good that way.
did you give her the 500?
No.
Are you lying?
Are you
I
lying?
swear to God. I swear on my kids.
Okay, all right.
I did not give her the 500.
Is it off the table completely?
She keeps begging.
She's going to wear you down, sir.
I don't think so. We'll be right back.
Undercover, never knowing where you've been. You've been fading, always operating, keep in touch with mama kids.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
There's no better time for sports than the playoffs. Playoff hockey, playoff NBA, plus Major League Baseball's in full swing, and the W is back. And what makes it more exciting is when you go to Hard Rock Bet and take action on all the sports. Think you can win big? One Florida bettor turned a dollar parlay into $26,500, and you can do the same. Just download the Hard Rock Bet app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Think you're not the suing type, but you weren't at fault. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on. And when the AC is on, your money is gone. But Solar Bear has a better way to cool down your bills. Go solar now and get 12 months with zero power payments. That's a full year of energy on the house, literally and figuratively. Solar Bear is Florida's trusted solar company, locally owned, going 10 years strong and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Stop letting the power company cash in on your summer, and more importantly, stop renting your power from the power companies. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your power before prices rise again.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/radio, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate the hassle this summer. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Monica, $20 if you can name this Rush song without pulling out your phone and some
Pulling out. I'm whipping out
using
nothing
some
right
app.
now.
Huh?
No, I'm not. I'm not using any
Are
assistance.
you
and
being molested under the table? Is that what's happening right there?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what's
Are you
going
being
on.
felt up by engineer?
Yeah.
Listen, it's been a while. Girl can't be picky.
Speaking of which, I was just thinking about the Metallica tickets, and you were getting all uppity because I said multiple listeners were offering to have their wives and girlfriends kind of flash for tickets. You mean to tell me that if I gave you a pair of tickets to give away, and some guy came up to the table, unzipped, and threw 8 inches of limp D right on the table?
Yeah, and it just flops down and hits the
That
table
is
hard.
literally
To
like
a thump.
sexual harassment. Like listen.
No, but what if you ask him, what will you do for these tickets? And he does
Right.
that. That's not really.
No, that's
You're giving
not-
him kind of the floor of doing whatever he wants. Improv.
No.
You are.
If I ask for it, then that's hot. If you just whip it out and I never asked you to, that's creepy.
What if he says he'll flash you this big hog?
Nope, you can keep it in
Right.
your pants.
But what if it's impressive?
Yeah.
You know what?
What if you could see it through the pants?
That's what I was just gonna say. I would be impressed with a bulge. Like
Okay.
if I could see, I don't need to see it. But if he went profile and there was like the guy that was here the other day, that Johnny B had on, and it was all.
I didn't see.
Oh, I
Oh,
saw.
I remember that.
I don't.
I saw
You
it.
remember it? What do you mean?
I remember.
Oh.
I was talking about how she was eye banging that guy.
Yeah.
I was looking at his thing. I guess he was cute or whatever, but damn.
So
What
the
that
bulge
thing
does
do?
it.
What?
The bulge does it for you.
Yeah, well, yes, that's to me that part's sexy because it's like, okay, hopefully maybe eventually I will see it. I just need to know you're working with, and usually that comes with some sort of confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A guy's not a wuss or.
That's what I'm saying. He just whips it out and throws it on the
that's
table.
You've crossed the line.
And you wouldn't give him those tickets?
No, you don't get rewarded for whipping out your
No,
weed.
but what if the bulge is huge? You're gonna give it if he just kind of points down at it like.
Right.
Can we have a bulge contest?
Way to
can.
guarantee 45 guys show up with socks down their pants.
I don't care. In my head, it won't be a sock. I would happily have a bulge contest. Line them up, boys. Line them up.
Monica's
Let's go.
bulge bash.
Did I
at
get
the
to touch
beach.
them? No, I don't want to touch it. Because I was
You
going to
wanna
say
touch it
to make sure.
Did
it's
you
on
ever
the
see
top.
the movie Bachelor Party?
No.
Early Tom Hanks?
No. But my
No?
brother watched it incessantly.
That's such a great movie. That's such
Tawny
a good.
Katane was in that, right?
Tawny Katane was in it.
That's how I know it. Yeah.
Where's the groom? In the bedroom. I can't believe you don't know that movie.
I don't.
God damn, it's so good.
And-
But anyway, there was a character that was at. So the women, they were having their bachelorette party the same night as the bachelor party, and the guys found out that the girls were going to a like a Chippendales kind of thing. And one of the guys knew one of the dancers, and he was named Nick the D. Right?
Nice.
Fantastic
And there was
nickname.
there was like the bride's mom or one of the or the groom's mother or whatever was there, and the guy just basically took a tray and a hot dog bun, and just laid his pecker in the hot dog bun.
Love it. Love
and
it.
then went out with other foods.
Love
so
it.
So then the mother, the older woman, went to grab it, and it was connected.
Oh, she's got to be the one who grabs it, right?
Yeah, it was the older
Yeah.
one who connected it, and she was like,
Clutch her pearls. Was it? Oh my God.
yeah, and all of a sudden the other girls were free. Well, there was one whore, like a closet whore in the group. So then she was like acting, oh my God, it's so disgusting. And then all of a sudden she just kind of goes after the dude.
She wanted it.
Yeah.
She pretended she didn't want it, but she wanted it. Not that our computers are listening to us, because I don't think that they are, but they might be, because Hooters just sent an email for their drink of the month called Blueberry Lemonade, and I thought of you because it's bourbon. Kick off summer while cooling off with our June drink of the month: Bullet Bourbon, Blueberry Puree, and Lemonade. A refreshing combo you have to try.
Oh yeah, we're getting drinks together on Friday too, right?
I'll have a bullet. bourbon?
I don't know what the plans are after the show.
That's a no from you, but I am.
After the gig.
After the
You're
gig.
on the fence.
Well, I have to drive to Ray J.
Okay, I didn't say we're getting drunk.
Okay.
You can have a drink or two.
No,
Come
I
on.
don't
I
need
can
you
have a
there
drink or
anymore.
two.
In fact, you're going to have to leave immediately after to make sure you get to Raymond James Stadium on
I
time.
don't know, Monica. I don't know where I'm going. I know I'm staying in Safety Harbor, which is an hour away from Ray J. I know that part.
Oh yeah, is everything finalized with you? With like coming here
believe
with
so.
the hotels and the cars?
You ready for this one?
I love
in true radio fashion.
Yeah.
I have to wait to get gift cards to pay for my hotel stay.
What?
Wait a minute.
They're giving you a bunch of gift cards?
Correct.
And then when you're standing at the front desk, you just pay it in like $50 increments or $100 increments.
That's so funny.
Correct.
Oh,
And then I guess I have to hope that
It
they allow
covers
me
it?
to use more than one gift card.
Oh my! They didn't even call ahead to make sure. That's funny.
I don't know. I'm sure JoJo has it all under control.
Oh my God!
That's
Why?
funny.
But it's normally not like that, right?
No.
So what? Why? What's
No,
that?
but I haven't been staying the last time I was down there, the last two times I was down there on my own dime.
That's.
But are you staying? You're staying at the Safety Harbor Spa, right? Like the same place. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're gonna be like,
They
"How
will-
you paying?" You're gonna be like, 42 gift cards, please.
There will be a giggle melt in my future, I can tell you that.
That's all the way. You're going all over the place then.
As usual, yeah.
Okay.
So now, how about a little apology for me not want to drive around because I know I'm not driving 10 minutes away.
Oh, boo-hoo.
5
Save it
minutes
for your
away.
thought circle.
Yeah.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, "Oh, boo-hoo. Save it for your thought circle." People have hit me up on Messenger and asked if that's real. I'm like,
The thought circle?
the thing
I
we
think
said is absolutely not real.
I think we
No, it's not.
manifested it. Maybe you
no,
have
but
to.
you
now.
know what was funny was thinking back on that whole thing. So what we're talking about, by the way, is for the Bone Beach Bash. You know, I didn't really know too much about it, which is fine. That's kind of par for the course.
Yeah.
And I had heard that, you know, all the personalities were kind of getting their own thing, and that Carmen was doing yoga and Drew was doing karaoke.
Which is both true.
And then
I don't think Carmen's not on the bill anymore as far as like all the graphics and everything and the imaging. There's no more Carmen yoga.
Oh, why they're announcing there's graphics with this? I know they just. I know on the sheet on the thing there, the graphic, it just says Mike, Senning, me, and Drew is what it says. But I know they're putting the whole. It's obviously the whole staff. You know, they just put the names of the show out there. But I'd be surprised. Why would she not be doing it?
She's not getting paid extra.
She was vocal on the morning show. Understandably, I understand where she's coming from. 5,000%.
Why? Where is she coming from?
Just that, you know, and I'm not one to, you know, she has her own stance and she made it clear on the morning show, but basically they didn't tell her about it. Like she literally found out through the promo on the air.
Been there, sister.
Yeah. And then they don't think they were going to pay her for it. So they were just expecting it. But then also from what I understand from what she said, they still haven't said word one to her. Like not about canceling it, not about her doing it, like just literally nothing at all. So
Me neither. All I know is I was asked to make myself available, and then they followed up with that a couple of times to make sure that I would be available. And then when I told them that I was available, then that's the last I've heard about the beach bash.
And then,
So anyway, when
they
we
said
started what?
Well, they said that wait for more surprises, right? Like between now and then, they're going to announce more people doing things. So,
Right. So, but to my point, so when we first found out about it, like I knew Carmen was going to be doing yoga and Drew was going to be doing karaoke, and then in a very well-placed lie, you know, Monica, were you here for this? Were you?
No.
Or were you off?
She was
here.
off. Yeah, I was
It
in
was
the
JoJo,
chair.
right?
Yep.
He tells me and you're going to be doing a thought circle, and I like went blank on the air. I just went.
why would you ever believe that?
He sold it so well. He sold it so well. If it wasn't for a JoJo giggle in the background, he could have kept that going for days until I called Brennan or Oliveros to find out what the F was going on.
And then I would have loved it if Garrett said, "Hey, just so you know, Joe's busting his balls on air," and I said that he has to do a thought circle, so play along.
Yeah.
And then they would play along, and he would just be believing. What do you?
He would have had me. He could have had me for days until I called to find out. And when I made the phone call, it would have been an angry call.
Yelling
You
at
know?
someone for nothing.
Right, and I would have to apologize.
Say step back. What is even a thought circle though? Like, what is even
but that's what I'm saying. I never even heard of it before, but he sold it so well. I thought they had a whole concept
Didn't we
behind
have
it.
this conversation before? Don't believe a word out of his mouth, and
Like
you
a-
know that.
Like a therapy. I thought it was like a therapy session. So, okay, we talk about mental health on this show a lot. Maybe they decided to go
Lean
a little
into
bit
it?
further with
Yeah.
it. Huh?
I said, yeah, like lean into it. They thought like you thought they were gonna do, yeah.
Right.
It was good.
Yeah, you did a good job on that one. I'm not going to lie. You totally got me.
What will you be doing at the beach bash?
Yeah,
I
what is your
don't know.
JLB?
To the rest of the point, I haven't spoken to anybody about it. Nothing.
Well, I haven't either, and I'm just kind of laying low. Like, I'll clearly be there, and I'm excited, and it's going to be fun. I can't. This is actually looking forward to it, to be honest with you.
Right.
But if you just lay low,
Yeah.
you'll be
Yeah.
fine. Just ixnay on the octave. You know what I mean?
That's-
Just like I'll be there.
Right. That's. But like, are we expected to be at everybody else's stuff? Like, I don't do karaoke. You know, do I have to be at karaoke, or can I go do something else?
I
Do your
told
own
you
thing.
it's good. They're going to get a hold of you because I already talked to John Brennan, and we are going to do Ebony and Ivory. So that's just part of the gig.
We are not doing Ebony and Ivory. We are not doing Ebony
feel
and
like that
Ivory.
would be funny.
A, you're not Ebony.
I'm not Ebony.
That's true.
You're Mocha.
Mocha chocolate. But
Which, by the way, I heard Ian call you Mocha on Thursday or whatever it was. I'm like, that's totally sticking. That totally
Mocha?
works.
Mocha
It absolutely
Mani?
fits.
yeah. But I'm also, Gareth and I have compared. I'm dangerously close to his color, and he's more than mocha.
We haven't compared. She just walked up to me. She goes, I'm almost as dark as you.
I did.
Tis the season,
Which
though.
black
She
people
lays
love
out-
to hear.
Right.
I'm
She
proud of my
lays-
tan, is what I am.
Why is that a bad thing, Diz?
Not
In
when
the
Monica
community?
does it, but I'm sure if like someone like you walked up to a black guy and was like, I'm almost as dark as you, they'd be like, all right,
That
chill
would
out,
feel
dog.
weird. Yeah,
That feels weird.
If it was you, though, it's just that's one thing. I wouldn't, you wouldn't do it to a stranger.
No,
You
no.
wouldn't-
I
that's
mean,
a
I
death
wouldn't
wish.
care. I have thick skin, and I think a lot of things are funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd probably be like, it'd be like Richard Pryor and all that stuff when they were going back and forth. I'd be like, you wish you pale MFer. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that would be my rebuttal to that. you know?
Yeah.
So, but
Well,
I know
listen-
you and me are going to do NWA up there, right, for karaoke? You and me?
No, because you're going to leave me the N word, and I'm not getting popped for that.
Which
There's
part
no
do-
way, and there's no way I can do NWA without saying the
I would
N word.
need-
So
I
therefore,
would-
the answer is no.
Full participation on this, where Gareth's going along, and then he and Drew have an agreement. So then, like when an N bomb comes up, Drew takes down the music, and Gareth stops talking and just look at you.
Right.
No, no.
Pauses it and everybody stares at me. That was in a movie. Oh, what the hell was that? Bill Burr was in the. They were in like the sports memorabilia business, and then they got bought out by they were older guys. I forgot the name of the movie, but that happened, and they had like the HR guy. They had to go on a road trip to get this memorabilia, whatever it was, and they sent an HR guy with them because it was like a new company that came in. It was all youngsters, so they were playing, and one of the characters was a black guy, and the one of the older fathers kind of thing, and they were playing NWA in the car, and the HR guy started rapping it, and he used the N word. So then the black guy pretended like he was all pissed off, and yeah,
I remember a video of you, Roger, and Brett rolling around listening to NWA.
correct. We were on our way back from. That was a day where we had flown out of Tampa in the morning, and then had to do a listener tailgate party at MetLife Stadium. So we went right from, all the running around they used to have us do whenever we came down there. It was like a nonstop sprint. Get on like a 7:30 a.m. flight, fly back to JFK. From JFK, get to MetLife earlier than we needed to, so we had some time to kill. And then on the way home, we were just dopey, and I was driving, and I had my phone was on shuffle. We were listening to some music, and NWA came on. And Raj, I thought he was a little uncomfortable.
Because you guys were saying the words?
I don't. What
do you mean?
Honestly, maybe I don't remember the video.
Okay.
I don't remember. I remember posting the video, but I don't remember. I don't remember all the ins and outs of it.
Yes.
But I don't remember a lot of things. We know this.
So I found your question interesting, as far as are we expected to be at everybody else's stuff. So are you? What is your plan of action then? If you're not like, and nobody's saying no, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But
How
like,
can I have a plan of action when nobody's talked to me about the gig?
No, but I mean, like you know that you're there Friday. We're doing the show Friday, and then obviously you'll be there Friday.
We're
all
kicking
Friday
it
night.
off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
you
you'll be there. You know you'll be there the rest of the day and the night. You're staying there, so you'll be there Saturday. So are you planning on going to the beach part or the pool part? Are you going to do the fire? Are you going to Pitbull Toddler? Like, what are you thinking you're wanting to do?
I didn't know anything about fires, beach parts, pool parts. Will I be active and around? Yeah. If I want to go take a nap, am I going? Yeah, I'm going to go take a nap.
Nap?
I got to do the morning show.
Oh, you mean Friday? But then Saturday, you have all day Saturday and even Friday night.
Correct. And then I got to leave at because now I'm about an hour from TPA, wherever the hotel is.
Yeah, ish.
And I
Yeah.
got to be on a 7 a.m. flight.
But okay. So I feel like you're looking at all the negatives.
No, I'm just putting it's the realities of the
So,
situation.
but Friday night, let's say Friday, and then after the show, you're exhausted because you've been up and traveling and all of that. So you take a nap. But now you are good to go till late into the hours of Friday, and then all day Saturday and Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm not looking to hide. I'm just trying to find out something about this gig. What are the facts? What are the responsibilities? What are the expectations?
Well, I would
I'm
say
not looking to shuck expectations. I just need to know what they are.
I think if nobody's told you specifically anything yet, then I don't know that you're obligated.
That's
So
my
you
point.
just get to hang out, which
Like,
is
can I have some friends come down and catch up? Can Doug come down? Can my buddy Frankie come visit? Hang out? I have no idea. I have no idea.
I imagine they can.
Can I go out to dinner with friends? I have no idea.
it's a public place, but I wouldn't. I don't know, and these are all questions for John Brenning. But in my mind, I wouldn't leave campus. I feel like I think they want us to be
point.
there. Like I don't know that you should be leaving. I don't know though, but I just feel like
I can't go get dinner somewhere.
you can have dinner there. They have a beautiful restaurant, fantastic food, seafood. I've been there to the bar a million times. Great food.
Again, first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming, and I don't know why I assume because I've been around for a long enough time to know that there'd be some sort of staff meeting
Yeah, I'm with you. I know.
to go over all these
I
expectations.
would enjoy that as well.
And I know if somebody's listening right now and they already paid their, they already got their room and everything else, they'd probably hope we were a little bit more buttoned up at this point. But we got a month and a half.
Yeah, that's the other thing is we do have time, and like I said, they said new exciting things announced or whatever. So who knows what will come up? But as of right now,
Right.
I just in my head, I'm just gonna be at the beach. There's a pool, there's a beach, there's a bar, and there's food.
How do you
I
think
ain't
you're
leaving.
going to be shirking responsibilities?
Pardon me?
How do you think you're going to be shirking
I'm
responsibilities?
not shirking squat because ain't nobody give me none.
It's the same thing for everybody.
Not a lie here. I heard each of the hosts are going to have their own thing. Like, John's doing a kickoff party. Drew's doing karaoke. Mike's doing the Pitbull Toddler thing. You're
That's
definitely going to
cheating.
have something.
That's cheating.
Well,
Pitbull Toddler playing a gig is cheating.
How's it cheating?
Because that's what they do. They're a band. That's not necessarily station related. That's Pitbull Toddler doing a gig.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean,
It's cheating. What?
if you could cheat, why don't
I'm
you?
saying, yeah, exactly. I see this as a win-win for Mike and
Right.
and crew.
Right. I just need to find out what they want me to do.
I think that if I'm you, I'm inquiring on a semi-regular basis. Like maybe not because it's a month and a half away, but I'm inquiring just so that you can have it on record. And if they're like, "Oh yeah, you're doing this," you're like, "I asked you a month ago." You know what I mean?
Right. And I just don't want to hear the words muttered. We thought you guys would want to do like a live dead guy in the envelope kind of thing.
No. This is.
I'm out.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
maybe
me
we
too.
didn't communicate this properly. The show hosts
Yeah.
are responsible. That is Drew and John and you
To come up with stuff or
Know
I
that
think
you'll be doing something.
have a responsibility of some sort.
What if they come to you and they go, "Listen, we kind of like the thought circle idea."
it sounds easy.
So you would
What
do
you
it.
Just do some mushrooms or eat some peyote and sit in a circle and see different colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought circle, pass the peace pipe around.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Can you have a
Monica,
thought
why do
circle
you
of
think?
negative
But
stuff?
back to what you just said, Monica. Why do you think they'd be giving you a room for the weekend and not have you expected to do anything.
I think they've definitely, like 2 months ago, said, clear your calendar for this weekend. We've known about this weekend for forever. So I know that they expect me to be there, and I will, me, I'm more social than you are. I don't plan on taking a nap and being away. I will be flitting around all of it, all over the place, and participate. I will do karaoke with Drew. Like, I will be very present. So I don't know. I mean, I'll happily do it if they ask something, but I know that I will be there, and it'll be obvious that I'm there, and I'll be interacting, and I won't be sneaking away anywhere and going off campus or anything like that.
Me neither. I'm in.
I feel like, where's JP? He's taking a nap, in quotes. And then really, he's like at Mons Venus in Tampa.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the listeners know there's a big pile of Coke in my room, and it's just everybody's
Why do you have Coke?
gacked up. Huh?
You dump that? Wait, why
I'm
do you?
kidding. I don't even do. I don't do those drugs.
Yeah, wink, wink. I got you.
No, I really don't.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Pile of Coke.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Surfside Seltzer presents JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch. Join JP and The Bone Friday, June 6th as we pregame for Metallica with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. And if you didn't get your tickets yet, sorry for your luck, loser. Just kidding.
You hooked me up with tickets to the show.
We have tickets. JP will have 3 pair of last-minute Metallica tickets for you to win on site. So, obviously, you need to call off work. Just tell your boss JP said it's cool and head to the original Hooters in Clearwater. Meet JP, Monica, and Dizzy. Drink some Surfside Seltzers, and you might just win some Metallica tickets.
This is James from Metallica. Hey, win your tickets.
JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. We'll see you there. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
John Setting here for Hawkins Service Co. The summer is here, the pool parties are scheduled, and your pool should be chill, literally. Cool things down with $300 off an AquaCal chiller from Hawkins Service Co. Or make your pool pump work smarter, not harder, with $250 off a variable speed pump this month only. These summer pool specials end June 30th, so do not miss out and make that call today at 813-445-8209 or always online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco-Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
John Setting here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you sick and tired of working from home? Are you in a career that is boring you? Well, how about entering the world of aviation maintenance and being trained where you're getting your hands dirty on engines of jets and planes, things you could never fathom? Well, that's what happens at the NAA here in beautiful Clearwater. They're going to have you trained in just a few months and entering the workforce before you know it. The next class starts July 9th 9th. So make that decision today and visit them at naa.edu.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through June 30th, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. A few minutes away from the Bone bonus. We're in the last week, so you don't want to miss out on your opportunities. We'll do that right at 12 o'clock. We'll do Dead Guy at 12:15. In the meantime, you guys were asking me about, the accommodations, and I had the airfare and all the other stuff. There's two little scammy things I ran across over the weekend that I find very, very interesting. So I had to book the air to come down in July for the beach bash, and it was a little pricier than I expected, but I was like, you know what? Summer travel, it is what it is. And, I'll just book it, and then I got to deal with, hopefully JoJo can do it, all the computer stuff, but she can't. So now I have to spend an hour and a half trying to figure out how to expense it. But after that, I saw an article yesterday that was talking about how a lot of the airlines, the bigger ones, the Deltas, the Uniteds, the Americans, what they're doing now, and this is insane to me, what they're doing is now they are charging less money for the same flights if you book multiple passengers. So I paid, say, $500 to fly down there for July, right? And then I saw this article. And then I went online and booked the same flights but put 2 passengers instead of 1 passenger. And it was $120 less per person. $120 less per person.
So do you do that and then just use the extra seat as extra room?
No, because now I'm still spending an extra, $380, $100, an extra $200 and change. Yeah. And I don't want to do that. But it's like, how are they even getting away with that?
I don't know. And whoever discovered it, thank you. And now what are the airlines going to do about it? Or they just don't care? Like that's
nothing, because they'll just say don't fly. And I'm assuming they have enough research to where they think the majority of people who are single travelers, and it might be business related, and that's why they're deciding to go that route. But, with families and stuff, so you book more passengers, you're taking up more seats, so that, I don't know. But I was like, that is a ridiculous scam.
It feels illegal. It feels like you can't punish me for being alone.
Correct. But apparently that's what they're doing. So I found that funny. The other thing I came across is And I was debating whether or not to talk about this because it does concern my wife. But so my wife has dealt with for a long time an eating disorder, right? And she started about a year ago on one of the weight loss drugs, Zepbound. And she's had a lot of success. She's very happy.
Oh, good for her.
Right. And it's led to other health issues falling in line. So it's actually been a godsend for her. And I'm assuming millions of other people, right? So the one that she's on is Zepbound. Now, we went to a doctor's appointment on Thursday of last week, and the doctor who she gets, that prescription from, she's got to go once a month, and there are criteria that you have to meet and all that kind of stuff. And the doctor says, did you get a letter from your insurance company regarding the Zepbound? No. She looks at me. I'm like, I haven't seen anything. Why? I said, why? She said, because a lot of the insurance companies now that use, it's called CVS Caremark for prescriptions that aren't your normal like antibiotics or just your normal everyday prescriptions, but stuff like this or for EpiPens and that kind of thing. They're not allowing you. CVS Caremark will no longer pay for Zepbound. And I said, well, why? You ready for this one? Did you ever hear the name Novo Nordisk?
No.
Okay, Novo Nordisk was one of the big pharma companies that created one of the COVID vaccines, right? We're talking big money, billions and billions dollar company. They also make Wegovy. Now, Wegovy is another type of... Wegovy is in the same family as Ozempic, right? And Zepbound is called tirzepatide or whatever it is. They're having more success with the Zepbounds than they are with the Wegovys and the Ozempics. So anyway, Novo Nordisk, they make Wegovy. Novo Nordisk now bought CVS Caremark.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so now the drug company bought the prescription company, and the prescription company will no longer cover their competitors' medication. You can only get theirs.
So they're controlling it.
It's insane. And how that's legal, I have no idea.
Well.
So they're basically trying to force a monopoly that only, and I'm sitting there and I'm shaking my head. I'm like, how is this even remotely
Because the
legal?
people who make the laws lobby, those people that are doing everything you're just saying, lobby the politicians, and the politicians are like, oh, hey, what are you going to give me? And they're like, okay, then we'll make it for you that you can be a monopoly as long as you pay me this and that. And that's exactly how that goes down.
Exactly. It's absolutely bananas. And I can't see it sticking around all that long. But at the same time, I'm just sitting there shaking my head. I'm like, so we have something that's working for her. Now, we haven't gotten the letter from our insurance company yet. So it may or may, in my case, it may or may just be a moot point. But for millions of other people, they just took it in the keister.
Yep.
Or about to. Or
That's
are
what I'm
about
thinking
to.
of. I'm thinking of, and I'm glad that this, and also, like you said, it helped regulate some other health issues and whatever. So I'm glad. But then I'm thinking of the, like, people that are, life or death, medications or, recovery, whatever. And now what are they going to do?
Well, my guess is if they're using, say, Ozempic, because that is for diabetes, and I think Wegovy might be also used for diabetes. So I think if you're using it for that, if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, you won't have a problem. But if you're using it for weight loss, that's when they're coming in and trying to clobber you over the head. It's just like, when does it stop? When does it's so easy to do the right thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You're still going to make money.
That's
people you're a multi-billion dollar company. These airlines are $1 billion companies. At what point do you need to just continue to rob people. It just doesn't stop,
You
man.
sound like me. I've said the sentence, you're still going to make money, you're just being greedy. Like, you're still going to be beyond rich. I've said that a million times.
But when it comes to health, it's one thing, with the airlines, right? You can go fly another airline. You can. You have that option. The bigger airlines are doing it. You can fly one of the smaller carriers. It might be a little bit more difficult, but you can do that. Or you can shop at a different supermarket if this one's, charging you too much money or whatever it is. But when it comes to your medical stuff and your medicines and you don't have a choice, like that's them buying a medical company, buying the pharmacy, that's insane. That is insane.
It's like you have to have $1,000 to even just buy something.
Correct.
Go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
radio. Go to the free 102.5 The Bone app now. Enter the word radio. You have 30 minutes. You have till 12:30 to get the word radio in. And remember, at 12:30, if the phone rings and it's a number that you don't know, answer it, because that could be us trying to give you $1,000 with the Bone Bonus. We are in the last week of the Bone Bonus. John Senning will have your next shot to win at 2 o'clock. But listen, get the word now, radio in, before 12:30 for your shot to win the $1,000 with all of us. Thank you so much. I was surprised that I thought that would have bothered you a little bit more.
It does, but like I said, I've been saying this since
I guess you're right.
Like, I have been nonstop saying the greed is insanity. And then the people, like I said earlier, in cahoots with the greed. So it's just greed on greed on greed, hot greed on greed action. It's disgusting.
Hot greed on greed action.
It's just gross.
Way to porn it up. It's JP with Monica and Dizzy, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
If you told me that my dog was going to die next week, or if you cut my pinky off, it's going to live for 10 healthy years, you're cutting off my pinky.
Holy cow. Wow. You're not touching my limbs.
Yeah.
I got 9 more.
Keep your hands off my phalanges.
What are you using your pinkies for? Get out of here. What are you sipping tea over there?
I'd be fine with that.
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention. Plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at DefenderRuck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, Arch Support Specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit him with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store. Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP, and my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Customers often ask, what's the right mattress for me? At the Original Mattress Factory, our answer is always the same. It's all about personal preference. You should select the one that feels right to you because there isn't a one-mattress-fits-all solution. That's why we offer a selection of quality and comfort choices for every preference. And our sales team will help you find the right product for your specific needs. At the Original Mattress Factory, we have the right mattress for just about everyone. Stop by to find yours today.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/radio, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Hey, chill seekers, I've got something mind-blowing for you, and it's the Kava Social Club. If you haven't tried it yet, you're missing out on the Kava and Kratom drinks. They are delicious. It's time to forget the stereotypes. These smooth, flavorful blends are perfect for unwinding after a long day. Trust me, your taste buds and your stress levels will thank you. If you're ready to elevate your chill, head to the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, where good vibes and great people meet. Check them out on all your social medias at Kava Social Club.
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-931-3030. So if you've been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, call now. Find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-931-3030 to speak with a live person now.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
JP, It's 12:10, 125 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Monica and Dizzy in studio as well. We'll do Dead Guy in the Envelope in just a couple of minutes. Hey, Monica, how big is this Tampa Rays thing?
Oh my God!
What is the story with this?
Maybe I just don't follow baseball as much as a lot of people, but I've never heard of this happening before. Maybe there just hasn't been a reason to. But the Rays held what they're calling the world's largest garage sale on this past Saturday.
Okay, they had a garage sale?
It's, of all the Rays stuff. So they're trying to clear it out so they can start reconstructing.
Moving the team? Oh.
Well, according to what they're saying officially.
They didn't want to send it all the way to Puerto Rico, so they figured they'd just sell it now?
Orlando seems to be hot. Like, they don't think they're giving up on this whole Rays thing. But
Orlando's trying to get the Rays?
They're trying hard. And the story the other day was Orlando's not even trying to get baseball for the sake of getting it, like from any other team or getting their own thing. They just want the Rays. Like, apparently they're going hardcore for the Rays.
That's weird.
Because it's easier than starting a new franchise. And you got to get expansions and all that other
but if
stuff.
you can't get people across the bridge to go to St. Pete, how are you trying to get them to Orlando?
Well, you're
and
gonna you're gonna get a different audience.
Well, they better hope. But
No matter where they go, they're gonna have a different audience.
That's not even. I mean, that's
unless it stays in Tampa.
Hope they change the team name. Orlando Rays just doesn't
work.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound the same.
Does it have to be
Florida related?
Start with Disney related, or I guess they start with an O. Does it have to be alliteration? I don't know, but what starts with an O?
So what orgasms?
We've got the Memphis show.
Orlando orgasms. Yeah.
The Orlando
I'll
Big
go over the
O's.
bridge for that.
Right. So they sold. They had a garage sale, and what happened?
They were doing that so they can clear it out so that they can start reconstructing the roof. That's what they're saying. So anyway, so they had it scheduled, right? And they're like, okay, from 11 to 2 on Saturday, you're going to pay $20. Each person who wants to do this can pay $20. They get a bag, and they can just walk around and all the stuff there, and just as much stuff as you can fit into this bag. I mean, I'm talking like T-shirts, and they were saying like those little things, the gibbets that you put on the Crocs, and like hats and bobbleheads, just like a million different things.
Okay.
And they sold 75,000 items, and it was over by noon. They took like 1 hour to clear it.
Yeah, because people are gavones.
What's a gavone?
A gavone is like they're greedy. They're just animals. They just take even what they don't need. They just
Is that
take,
Italian? Because it sounds Italian.
It is Italian.
Okay.
But
they're gabagools, you know.
Can someone be a gavone for gabagool?
They could be.
Yeah.
They could be if you have an antipasto platter out, and all of a sudden some fat bastard comes over and takes all the gabagool off the board.
You're not fat, but I feel like you're a gavone for gabagool at like the holidays.
No, I am a big antipasto guy. Like, that's all I need. You can keep everything else for the holiday, like except for Christmas Eve. I like all the seafood, but yeah, I can just eat that stuff.
I make a really good.
But I'm not a
antipasto
gavone. I don't need a lot of anything. I don't need a lot of anything.
I see you as a hover.
Except coochie.
Yeah, that. Whenever I can.
Ew, did you say ew?
Yeah,
she doesn't like it.
What do you mean you don't like it?
Not only do I not like it, I don't want to picture JP doing that. It's all just too much.
Why not?
Because you were really greedy. Like, I don't know what we were talking about it the
but
other
he's
day.
a real monster
But you're
down
like,
there.
you said something like, I'll eat everything in sight or something.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, you
remember
will.
when you said that? I was like,
Yeah.
what?
I forgot what we were talking
We
about.
were talking about, that's right, J-Lo and
Oh, yeah.
whoever the three, Mount Rushmore, whatever.
Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
I'll eat it all up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's.
But you don't like it?
She hates it.
What do you mean you don't like it? Like you just haven't had it done right. That's what you mean.
Well, I will say this.
Like if I said I didn't like oral meat, it's probably because whoever's doing it was using too much teeth and just, scratching the hell out of me. Be like, no, it's painful. Why would I love that? So I feel like yours is the same way, is it not?
Well, I think, no, because for my whole life, I never liked it. And then when I was with Jack Hammer the first time, he knew that. Because, there's ground, we're like, listen, this is what I like. And then you're talking and whatever to make sure the other person's having a good time. So he did know that I was in no way, shape, or form wanting that. And I did not like it. And he had got me all
worked
in
up.
a lather. Yeah. And then he just, next thing you know, I didn't even realize it was happening, and it was happening. He just like went for it type of thing. And I think you're right, Gareth.
Yeah, see?
You just hadn't had it done right.
Yeah.
I feel like if a girl told me that, I'd be like, well, we can't be together. Because I enjoy doing that.
Right.
This is so weird.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. It's like, why would I?
enjoy it.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I know you'll eat everything in sight. I'll just never, it is burned in my brain. Like, that's just
Right.
weird.
So back to the
yeah, how do we?
Oh yeah.
back to the raise, like the 75,000 items.
Yeah.
You got to realize, I guarantee you this: go on eBay.
Oh yeah. They're all flipping it.
No,
They're all
You think so?
Yeah.
100%. How much would the bag? Like
Well,
it was.
it's $20
It was however much stuff you can fit in the bag.
Yes.
And how much were the bags?
Sunglasses, $20.
$20 a bag. I'm telling you.
But who's buying Ray's stuff? Is
there
Ray's
is
that
going
popular?
to be an influx of Ray's stuff, unless they think it's something that might be worth more money down the line.
Yes, I think.
But you're going to see Ray's T-shirts, the giblets or whatever it is for the shoes. Go ahead, go on eBay.
Yeah, I feel like they're grabbing it because they are pretty sure this team's going to leave, and they're like, "Let me hold on to this because it's going to be worth a lot soon." So
No, I think they're going to sell them sooner.
you think
I
right away?
You know how you have that guy? What the hell is that? Gary V. You know that guy Gary V.
Not off the top.
He's an entrepreneur. He started in the wine business with his father, and then he took it online, and then he made millions and millions of dollars off of that. And now he does a lot of public speaking about, and he drops F-bombs every 3 seconds.
Nice.
But he's like, stop complaining that you're not where you are. You know, you're going to live longer. Just because you're 50 doesn't mean you can't start over. And he goes, you want to go make money? You want to stop, just go out, go to garage sales, take it, and then put the stuff on Amazon or put it on eBay and flip it,
Yeah.
and you can go out and make money.
American picking.
Yeah, right. I'm
TikTok,
telling
there's a
you,
lot of
people
people
are
who do that.
taking this stuff and putting it on
Well, but you
Amazon
keep some
and
for
putting it
yourself.
on eBay, and they're going to make some money.
I
Hey,
feel
listen,
like-
don't feel bad for the Rays. They put it out there. They did not make money this weekend.
Yeah, that's true. And
Yeah,
if they
but-
just sell like 4 or 5 things, they already made their money back and are in the profit level because they spent $20.
I feel like, but then like I'm looking at these pictures of the things, and there's these really cool old school like the devil rays, like the hats and stuff like that. Green, like that is old school. Like you, I would imagine you'd keep some, like you would want some things that you keep for yourself, and then okay, fine, maybe if you want to sell, I guess, it just feels weird. Then why did you even go if you don't want it? I don't know.
Because they want to go and make money.
There are people who do want it, so you should let them have. You should let those people go and have it.
Yeah, that's not the way life works,
Yeah,
Monica, and you know this.
You don't get first pick just because you're a fan. That's not
Yes,
how it
that
works.
should be. That should be though.
Well, if they wanted it that way.
I will say this. What they should have done, and maybe they did do it, was make the first hour for season ticket holders.
Yeah,
They didn't
that's
do
what I
that
was
because the whole thing was over in an hour. 75,000
Well, that's my
items
point.
done.
Maybe they should have did the first hour, the first half hour for season ticket holders. So you're right. Those people who are diehards
Yeah, they deserve
can go
it.
in and get first crack at it. But they want to get rid of it. They don't want to. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They more. This wasn't to do people favors.
No.
This was to get this stuff off there. Get it out of there. Get it out of there.
It makes me sad. No.
Don't let it make you sad. There's a lot of, some people, not all of the people went there to go, feed their side hustle.
You said it's a garage sale yourself. Like, that's what they said it was.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
sets up a garage sale and goes, I really want to give back to the community with this.
Yeah.
They go, I want to get rid of my junk and make some money off of it.
Correct.
I do like that they didn't try to be ridiculous and like, this group of hats, for each one it's $5 or whatever. They just like $20, let's go. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I kind of like that's the quickest way to get rid of stuff.
Fill up a bag.
Yeah.
And here's $20.
There's not like haggling or anything like that.
And was everybody allowed one bag per person?
Yeah, one bag per person. I want to know.
You
and
know
it
how
doesn't
many
say-
times somebody went and filled a bag, went back inside, filled up another bag, filled up another bag?
If it's sold out by noon, I doubt that was even possible. I want to know, and it doesn't say in this article, shoddy journalism, if the people started like, what time did they get there for this to start at 11 a.m.? Did they line up? Was
They
there?
definitely were there by like 9 a.m. if you want to get first
Right.
picks, right? And you bring your whole family, and so you spend like $100
Oh.
maybe, and then everyone fills up their bag, and now you're good to go.
There's kids in strollers holding bags.
Yeah.
Sean's online too. Go, Sean.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, man.
So, me and my family, we planned our whole morning going there, the 4 of us, not season ticket holders, because you were right on that. The season ticket holders had the first dibs from 10 to 11.
Oh, they
And then
did.
from
Okay.
11, yeah, and then from 11, which makes sense, they're season ticket holders.
Mm-hmm.
Then from 11 then beyond, it was everybody else. We parked at like 11:20ish, and we had been in line for maybe a half an hour, just standing there. And my wife is like, Sean, the tables are cleared. I'm like, nah, they're going to make another dump. She's like, I don't think so. And I'm like taking account of like people who are moving, you know, the ones that stand out. I saw one guy with a big old goatee. I'm like, he hasn't moved at all. This ain't looking good. And then we're hearing rumors, they're making another drop so that it takes care of all of us. And then out of nowhere, some lady comes walking around. She's like, all right, we're all sold out. Sorry, folks. Well, mind you, you are seeing people with bags full of crap and holding hats that are like they're holding 20 hats that are all folded in together. It was a free-for-all. And the ones who are real fans, like me and my wife and kids who are all dressed up and decked out in Rays gear, looking to get some old stuff just to have, everybody took it as a free-for-all to go on eBay or whatever it is to sell whatever crap they have. So I'm like, as a real fan, if they really cared about us, they would have limited everybody to one bag. Here's your free tickets. Because they tried saying, you can still donate $20 for the game tickets.
What?
That's not why I came here.
What?
Now you're like,
they did not say that.
Yes. Oh, and my wife, I'm in the doghouse because I said that's BS. You know, you guys should have limited things. She goes, Sean, you can't. It's not her fault. I'm like, well, she shouldn't be saying that. Don't offer us the little incentive that was not the bigger picture, which was I could have something that has some old players on it.
And if you're saying you saw someone with like a stack of hats and just holding it, they need to get like that's greed.
Monica,
that's not right.
Some guy saw my kid crying and he gave him some Crocs like plug things. He gave him 3 of them, and that made me more mad. Because there were dudes with buckets of stuff, and I don't know.
So that whole one bag per person thing was nonsense.
Seems like they did.
Huge farce, because I saw some dude hang around an oak tree taking pictures of 8 bags that he had full of stuff, and I'm just like, dude, that just like cuts me. Like, man, I had a buddy go to a Montgomery Biscuits game to get some gear. Like, people don't realize, like, there's some real people who like the team over here, and they just screwed a lot of us who are hardcore. Like, they move. Like, I'm a little less heartbroken now, you know?
Sorry.
Oh, man.
I tell you what, if the Vinniks owned that team, that wouldn't have happened.
You're right about that.
I am right about that. I'm sorry about your
guy.
Sean. That sucks.
No, hey, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's money. We're not talking about money, we're talking about money. So I should have known that, though.
Will you still say go Rays?
I mean, I'll say raise up, you know. I mean, it's nice that they're in Tampa. Hopefully that, that tickles people for them to physically make a move, because it's just better. Right. But that's just me.
Sorry,
thanks,
guys.
Sean.
Brian on Twitter says that he was in line I was in line to put to get a bag, but everything, he put in caps, was gone by noon, not even 1 hour into the event. He said it made him mad when he saw people getting empty boxes to stuff more stuff in for eBay. Like, so I don't know who was in charge and why they didn't say, no, you don't get to take a box. No, you just don't get to have more than one. Like, who was in charge?
It sounds like the lunatics were running the asylum. They just wanted to get rid of the stuff. The fact that they put it out early, like he said, for season ticket holders is a good thing. All right, Dead Guy in the Envelope. We'll do that now. Thanks for everybody who chimed in. Dead Guy is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. I have a gentleman that you know from the headlines and history books. And I will help you out. He was around during our lifetime. Okay? Headlines, history books around during our lifetime.
Was he a politician?
Yes.
Oh.
He was involved in politics.
Would they teach this in U.S. history? Is it just like U.S. history that we're learning about? Or is
you're learning about him in global history, but U.S. history. I mean, I know I learned about him in school.
Okay.
All right, but he had an impact around the world.
So 800. You'd make world history as well, you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
He had an impact around the world, no question about it.
And you learned about him, so this is the 1800s.
Yeah.
Excuse me, madame.
I had to.
Need I remind you?
King Henry IV, that's my guess.
My homeboy. No, it's a guy again, headlines, history books around during our lifetime. And not only would you learn about him in U.S. history, but you would learn him in world history. All right? Again, 800-771-1025. Your yes or no questions when we come back with Dead Guy in the Envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
The guaranteed offer for Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP, and my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA summer sale.
Hi, yeah. My family and I want our backyard to be a summer oasis.
Don't sweat it. Our summer deals are here to help. Save up to 50% off on select items. Plus, IKEA loyalty members can save an extra 10%.
Sign me up. You just saved my summer.
Visit us in store from 5/27 to 6/30 or at IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for more details. Offer valid 5/27 to 6/30/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
If you're looking to buy jewelry, you know there's only one place to go, and that is the Gold and Diamond Source. Summer's here, and it's a perfect time to shine with the exquisite June birthstones, which are pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone. Each gemstone carries its own unique significance and style, making them perfect for any summer occasion. And you can celebrate the milestone at the Gold and Diamond Source to the 30th anniversary with the timeless beauty of pearl, the traditional stone for the special occasion. At the Gold and Diamond Source right now, you can enjoy 5 years of interest-free financing. You can own a stunning $5,000 ring and pay only $83 a month with zero interest over the next 5 years. And if you prefer to shop online, you can go to goldendiamondsource.com and get 15% off the June birthstone, including pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone. The perfect opportunity to add a touch of summer sparkle to your collection. Now is the perfect time to buy because your gold and diamond piece will never lose its value. You can always trade up in the future. So if you're looking for jewelry, bracelets, watches, whatever you need, you get it all in one place, the Gold and Diamond Source. Make this summer unforgettable and visit the Gold and Diamond Source today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. A question I get all the time is how did we become the largest injury firm in the world? We have over 1,000 lawyers in all 50 states and close to 6,000 coworkers. Our call center is on duty 24/7. You can reach us at any time at forthepeople.com. But the real reason is we won a lot. When you visit our website, go to our verdicts and settlements. There you will see what our clients were offered and what they were awarded at trial. All those verdicts help us resolve many cases fairly and early. You see, nothing beats reputation. The insurance industry knows who we are. We even have insurance adjusters call us for representation because they know too. We've made it easy. On your mobile device or computer, go to forthepeople.com and we will get busy. It's that easy. Call today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included. Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call, the Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
You or someone you know thinking about buying a home, tune in to the Lone Ranger radio show Saturdays from 11 to 12. Make no bones about it. It's the place to go for no-nonsense mortgage and real estate advice.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP with Ted Guy in the Envelope, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. The clues I gave you is you got a guy you know from the headlines and history books. Not only would you learn about him in those history books in the United States, but probably globally. He was around during our lifetime. And that's what you have so far. 800-771-1025. Now your job is to ask yes or no questions. You get a yes, you go again. You get a no, we move on. Put all the clues together. Someone figures out who it is, and they will win some fantastic prizes. Let's go with KC on line 4. Go ahead, KC. KC?
He's up. He's on.
Stacy.
No, I'm sorry, Stacy.
That's okay. I thought you were talking to somebody else. Well, I just heard you say that it was from somebody within our time, but I was going to ask if he was from India.
He's not from India. No. Nolan on line 3.
Yes. Was he a president?
Yes.
Ronald Reagan.
No. James, line 2.
That narrows it way the hell down.
Yeah, was he in Watergate?
No. Nothing to do with Watergate. Jock, line 1.
Was he from Georgia?
No. He was not from Georgia. You guys are going to go down a path that you don't necessarily want to go down.
Can I just narrow it down? Was he a Republican? I just wanted to narrow it down.
No.
I would have liked a ding, but fine.
Now ask the other question that goes along with
Was
that.
he a Democrat? Hey.
Nope. Hold on. Stop that. No, that was not applause. It was not a Democrat or a Republican.
Oh.
Richard, line 2.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to ask if was he a president?
He was a president, yes.
Oh. Damn, I don't know. I'm sorry. That's all I got.
That's okay. Chris on line 1.
Yes. Was he African descent?
No.
I mean, he was president. He has to be born in America.
He was not African. Kyle on line 3.
Was he president in the 1800s?
I mean,
No.
JP's old, but he ain't that old.
Not that old. Remember, he was around during our lifetime. Pamela on line 5.
Was his son a president?
No. No. I'm going to help you out here because, like I said, you're going to go down a path you don't want to be going down. Something you need to think about is like he wasn't a Democrat or a Republican, but he was a president. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Just really think about that.
Yeah.
That's got to open your mind.
Can I say this? Did he have an election? Was he running for president? Did he ever run for president?
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was succeeded maybe a president.
Yeah, no, he ran for Kenny. I think you were supposed to get a ding there. Sorry. I'm a little out of it today.
You just want to give me a buzzer.
Ben, line 3.
Was he president in the 1900s?
Yes.
Was it Teddy Roosevelt?
No. No. Look at this. Sexy Mark is on the phone.
What?
It's been a while on line 5.
Yeah.
Hi, stranger. I thought you broke up with us.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I've been busy. I was just chatting with Dizzy, so I missed a couple of questions. I heard he was president. Would I be correct in saying he was president, but not of the United States?
There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
Was he a person of color?
Sorta. I'll give you that.
Come on, sexy Mark.
Was he president of a country not in Europe?
Sexy Mark.
Was he a president of a country in the African continent?
Oh, so close. So close.
Sorry, Mark. Talk soon. Kenny on line 2.
Well, the obvious next question would be, is he from South America?
Nope. Ron, line 1.
Yeah,
Ron.
was he murdered?
He was not murdered. Nope. Died of natural causes. Jasmine, line 3.
Hang on. There's a little delay, I guess.
Hi, Jasmine.
Well,
How are you today?
all right. Yeah, I need to talk to
During
sexy
the
Mark.
60s.
I'm sorry?
Was he a president during the 60s?
You don't sound like Jasmine. But he was, I do believe, yes. Yes, he was.
Is it John F. Kennedy?
It is not. Again, this guy is not an American president. However, because this can go on and be extremely painful, even though this guy wasn't a U.S. president, that last caller was probably the closest. Scott, line 5.
Was he the president of Russia?
No, he was not. Mark on line 1.
Was he president of South Africa?
No, he was not president of... Monica, you want to give
Nerd notes?
nerd notes?
Happily. And I feel like we did the most important ones. But a dead man we know from the headlines and history books. He was alive during our lifetime. Keep that in mind. And you specifically said during the 1900s.
And more.
And he was president, not of America.
Correct. And he was like kind of color.
Oh, that's
kind of. Brian, line 2.
Did he die of natural causes?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
You don't sound like Brian.
Next go. What's the question?
All right, I can't. Miles on line... What? Go.
No, I hung up.
Miles, line 3.
Was he in power of Iraq?
No. Bob, line 6.
This could go on forever.
Yeah, was he from the Middle East?
No. Darren, line 4.
Was he known for smoking cigars?
Yes.
Oh.
Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro is the dead guy in the envelope. Yes, sirree, Bubba. That's why I said when the guy guessed Kennedy, he was probably the closest because of the whole Bay of Pigs thing. Congrats, your choice. Dierks Bentley at the Amp Friday night or Next Big Thing Legends with Cage the Elephant. Which would you like?
Dierks Bentley.
All right, you got a pair of tickets to see Dierks Bentley, the Amp Friday night, June 6th. Congratulations. Hold on. Fidel Castro was the dead guy in the envelope. And there you go. Once again, Dead Guy in the Envelope brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get a guaranteed offer on your home today at markspain.com. We got a little while left in the show before we hand it off to John Senning at 2 o'clock. We'll be right back.
You see her sitting with a coffee and a paper with the high top sneakers of Italian
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Shark Coast Tactical is bringing the heat, well, quietly, with the B&T Hush Puppy Party this Saturday, June 7th. Get hands-on with the latest in suppressed firepower from B&T USA, including the legendary Hush Puppy line. Will has already special ordered a limited supply. Don't miss these insane one-day deals. It's the B&T Hush Puppy Party this Saturday, June 7th. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily. Closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. A few years back, there was a surge of online mattress companies offering a one-feel-fits-all mattress. Eventually, they all added more selections. Why? They discovered what we've known for over 30 years. Everyone has unique preferences. At the Original Mattress Factory, we handled a range of comfort choices so that you can select the one that suits you best. Don't rely on someone else's opinion. Try out a variety of options and find the one that's right for you. OriginalMattress.com.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Summer is here, and so is the Buffalo Shrimp Special at Hooters. 10 crispy shrimp tossed in your favorite sauce, served with fries, all at a special price. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
History had the gold rush, then came the oil boom, then the tech boom. But right now, it's the Wi-Fi boom, and the Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. And now you can get Xfinity Internet and mobile together in one plan. It's the ultimate power couple. Wi-Fi Power Boost with Xfinity Mobile gives you faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds at home and on the go. So your Wi-Fi is booming wherever you go. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet and gateway required. Wi-Fi Power Boost available to Xfinity Mobile customers only. Actual speeds vary.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
It's summer, and it's time for Bone, Beer, and Busch Gardens Summer Nights.
Yes!
extended park hours, all new summer-themed entertainment, the debut of Wild Oasis at Jungala, North America's most immersive kid-friendly adventure realm. And for adults, a full-service bar. And it's the return of free beer. Guests 21 and up can enjoy 1 free beer per visit to the park. And annual pass members can double the promotion and receive 2 complimentary beers per visit. For more information on this offer, guests can visit buschgardenstampa.com. Enjoy Busch Gardens Summer Nights, now through August 10th. Listen to The Bone all week to win. And as always, head to the free 1025 The Bone app for more chances to win. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We got a few minutes left before we give it to Senning. Disney sent an article. I can't find it. What happened? Oh, some guy fell off a slide at Disney or something like that?
Yeah,
Is that what happened?
He's suing Disney because he went down a water slide there, and I guess the limit's 300. And he was 334 pounds when he went over. And basically he went down the slide, and then he says he went so fast and went airborne for a while, lost his tube, and then landed back down on the slide hard. So he's suing Disney for I think it was $50,000. Because he said...
Dude, you're suing Disney. Swing for the fences. What are you suing them for $50,000
Not
for?
greedy, just because no greed. Didn't
Sue
we
them
just-
for
we
$500,000.
just
Maybe they'll
discussed-
settle for $100,000. You don't know.
That's true.
Fat bastard.
Yeah, he'll probably... it's weird because sometimes lawsuits like this, they just win them. Because Disney's
They don't
like,
want to... Yeah, they don't even want to. They don't even want to fight him in court. For $50,000, what's he doing? Well, but Monica, what are you
Sorry.
cheering about? You know,
Nothing.
I see
Sorry.
you, right?
I forgot.
Oh no! That
she-
was nothing.
Yeah, it was a basket.
I always miss.
There's a little trash can right next to her, and Monica will just turn around and throw her trash, and she always misses.
Every
like
time.
ridiculously close, and she'll miss. You should
In your
accidentally
defense,
make it.
in your defense, Monica, you ever see any Mexican guys in the NBA?
That's a great point. That's a great point.
But this one I just did with my right hand, like a hook over my head.
Yeah, she did a hook shot.
and it went
She
in.
did it?
It bounced. And the only reason I did that is because Gareth tried to shoot something earlier and missed horribly. So
Yeah, well,
sorry.
it was far away.
Yeah.
This is the fun we have.
Back to the lawsuit thing. Like they don't even want to. They'll $50,000. They'll just give it to the guy.
Yeah, they probably have it in their pocket right
Maybe
there.
that's
They're
why
like, "Here you
they're
go,
at
get out of here."
But now watch what happens. Now they're gonna want everybody to step on a scale, and the ladies are not gonna want to step on a scale. Watch.
That's the thing, because he's saying like they were negligent for allowing him on. It's like, are you supposed to ask every big person, "Hey, what's your exact size, big boy?"
Because then he'll be suing for hey, they asked me my age in front of
They
in
fat
front of
shamed me,
everybody. Yeah. So there's
weight
just no winning.
discrimination.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like you saw the signs, you saw what the limit is, you decided to go on, you did
Right.
it at your own risk. They shouldn't have to pay anything.
If there's a
Right.
sign that says weight limit 300, then they don't need to ask anything.
Yeah.
Then that's on him. And if he doesn't know his own weight, again, that's on him.
Right, but that sign better be out there and better be visible.
I remember way back when I was like Monica, a little shorter than Monica. So, 16 maybe. Because like
Okay.
I shot up a bit and then I was it. They're like, we're done here. But when I went on the rides, and I don't know if Monica ever did this, probably not because she's a goody two shoes. You would like kind of fake your height to get on the ride.
No, and I listen, I wanted to, but then I was like, wait a minute, there's a reason that there's a height thing. And so that I'll go flying off this ride. So no, I guess I'm just not supposed to ride this ride.
And that was it. I went to like one of those I think it was in Canada. So it was like a standing up ride. And they lock you in.
Yeah.
And I remember when they released the floor, I like almost fell out of the whole thing.
my God.
Like my head was probably where your chest should be.
Oh my God.
And as I was riding, scariest thing ever, in my head I went, this is why they have the height. This is why they have the requirement.
Think about that beforehand.
I'm going to die on this thing.
Oh my God.
I had my son. You know the ride Soarin' at Disney?
Yes, I love Soarin'.
At Epcot. Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. But my son didn't make the height thing. We were able to sneak him through once, and then we were going back through again, and they stopped us. So then I waited a little while. I put him up on my shoulders, and we walked through.
But you know that there's a reason for the height requirement.
I do now.
Well, in the sitting roller coasters, doesn't really seem that much of a difference. I'm sitting the whole time.
But you
like
could
my
come
parents
sliding
sneaked me
out.
on. That's how I got the idea. And they would they'd pick my hair out because I had like curly hair and stuff. And my mom would sometimes she'd be like, just put some socks in your shoes for this ride and go on. And
You want to know how much of a nerd I am? Well, as if you don't already know, I had back in the early 2000s when platform flops were a thing. And I had platform flops on, and I was like, let's check the height or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, I do make this height, but I have flip-flops on.
my God.
Oh,
Can
Jesus Christ.
Well, listen, I want to make sure it's
And
safe.
this is why you're not getting the Metallica tickets to give away.
Yeah.
Stuff like this.
Because I play by the rules and I don't
you're going to
cheat.
ruin everything. You're going to suck the fun right out of everything.
I imagine the person working when you said that went, ugh, this person.
No, they said no. Thank you for letting me
Oh,
know.
my God.
No, yeah, you're right. You shouldn't go on here because I was maybe an inch or so. It wasn't just a little tiny bit. So
You, madame, are a fun sponge.
Yeah.
That's
no,
what you are.
it was my own fun. It was I wanted to go on this. Trust me, but I also didn't want to die and fall off of it.
I mean, there's a point to that, but
I
if it's
gotcha.
a sitting roller coaster, you're fine. Was it sitting?
I was at Busch Gardens. I think it probably was.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
so you're good.
Yeah.
Did I just hear Busch Gardens doing a commercial saying free beer?
Well, hold
it's
on.
a beer festival
It used to
or
be,
whatever?
yeah, but it also used to be a thing back in the day where you'd go, and I think I had 2 free beers at the little place up front, that round circle thingy.
Yeah.
And then they stopped that for forever, and then they brought it back.
Was it COVID or something?
No, way before that they stopped it, and then they brought it back, and I think they're bringing it back this summer.
I bet they stopped it for a reason.
Well, I always you want to okay. Here's not sucking the fun out of it. I'd go there with my ex, and I don't drink beer, so he'd get his 2, I'd get my 2, and I'd give them to him.
Oh, wow. That's
The
kind of
one
like
guy
with me
who
and
did-
Nicole. I
The
don't
one
drink
guy
beer.
on the planet who doesn't deserve free
I know.
beer.
Yeah, right?
That scumbag.
Yeah, that's right.
That dude, man. Oh my God, that guy.
He found a way. He found a
Yeah,
way.
I guess so.
A loophole.
I guess so. Did you ever want to, back to what we were talking about before on how you don't like anybody going down on you, and then you realize that Jackhammer did it, and you actually did kind of enjoy it because
Yeah.
it was being done right?
Yeah.
Didn't you want to just get in touch with your husband? It's like,
No.
for years I've avoided this kind of fun because you sucked so bad at it.
No. And what more than that, way more than that, I thought to myself, why didn't he do what Jackhammer did? Just do it anyway and be good at. You know what I mean? I told him I don't like it, and he was, and after whatever he tried, and he's like, oh okay, and he just there was no effort.
Well, once you say you don't like it, why is he going to continue to do something you don't like?
First of all, we're together long term, and then we're married. Let's
talk through it.
Yeah, well, I told you the one time when he was trying to do something. I don't remember. I think it was on my neck or something. And I go, ooh, I read in Cosmo, don't put him down. Say,
Right.
do this instead, type of thing. And he
Uh-huh.
goes,
And
he
he
was-
got offended?
no, yeah, well, he goes, no, you like this. He told me. And I'm like,
okay.
no, I don't. Yes, you
You
do.
don't like neck stuff either?
No, it wasn't neck, 'cause I do like neck stuff.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's like the spot I thought.
Maybe it was like a wet tongue in my ear, like a not sexy way in my
My
ear.
wife doesn't like the ear.
Yeah, the ear.
She doesn't like ear. She loves neck. She doesn't like ear.
You got to do the ear right, though, because
Yeah.
Jackhammer knows how to do the ear.
It's a thin line between sexy and this is just bad wet willy.
Yes, and that's what it felt like.
No, I would always just do kind of like heavy breathing around the ear.
That's hot,
Kind
too. That's hot.
kind of thing. She does not like it.
As long as there's dirty talk, heavy breathing.
Right.
That's hot.
Right. And that's she likes the dirty talk part, but she doesn't like the other part. So you go to the neck. You go stick with what she likes.
I feel bad for your wife.
Why?
We're just over here talking about what she likes in bed. She's not even here to defend herself.
She's a 25-year-old veteran in this game. She doesn't. She's done.
She knows.
She don't give a rat's ass. It's funny that one gets you. I feel bad, but when I'm talking about eating disorders and that kind of stuff, you don't
Yeah.
you don't bat an eye.
No, I did. When you said that, I made the face that I make when I'm like,
Yeah, she'd probably be mad at that one.
well, listen, but also it's good to know that she got help and that she's doing well, and maybe someone who's in a similar predicament might take hope from that.
Correct. All right, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Dizzy. Don't forget, this coming Friday is the Metallica Liquid Lunch. We'll be broadcasting live from the original Hooters in Clearwater, Florida. It's brought to you by Surfside Seltzers, and we will have 3 pair of Metallica tickets for that night's show. Are they for both nights? They might be for both nights. I don't know. I got to ask Mike O. But anyway, we'll have tickets for the show and a lot of other stuff, too. We'll have a good time. Join us at the original Hooters in Clearwater this Friday from 11 to 1. John Senning is in next. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 11.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Looking for a great lunch combo? Hooters, Surfside Seltzer, Metallica tickets, and JP? Join 102.5 The Bone and the JP Show on Friday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the original Hooters on Gulf to Bay. JP will be broadcasting live, and he will have your last shot at Metallica tickets. Pre-game with JP at the original Hooters with 102.5 The Bone.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP, and my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RADIO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RADIO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RADIO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through June 30th, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up.
Going up.
But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button.
Going down.
We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, our computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
Let's go now live.
This is where we live. Are you ready to get your world rocked?
That's what I'm talking about.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show with your host, John Senning.